Hello everyone and welcome back to STW Sports, and today I'm going to be reviewing the EFL weekend from the 27th of November until the 29th of November. Of course this was an FA Cup weekend, so not a lot of teams played in League 1 and 2, but I've still managed to review the games that there were, but it was a full weekend of action in the Championship. Beginning on Friday the 27th of November, Brentford 2, QPR 1. Big result this for Brentford. It moved them into the playoffs temporarily, but they are out of it now because of all the results the weekend, but still, big result for Brentford, who are just finally starting to find their groove. The first time they've won back-to-back games this season. So yeah, a step in the right direction for them. I still think Brentford will be up there this season. Ivan Toney's in great form as well still. He scored on Friday evening. So yeah, I do think Brentford are going to go and have a good season. But I mean, yeah, this was just about a win in the end. 2 wins in a row now for the first time this season. As for QPR, they're still struggling slightly. The loss of Eze in the summer is certainly affecting them a little bit. Moving on to Saturday now, the Reading 3, Bristol City 1. Big win for Reading, their first win in their last 6 games, I believe it is. Four defeats and a draw in their last 5. So for Reading to finally get a win, it's a very good result. Against Bristol City as well, fair play to them, they had to resist and they got through. Reading are back in the playoffs now. Of course, they were top of the league for a very long time, made the best ever start to a championship season, but I mean, they'll take this result. They're a 3-1 win against a promotion rival in Bristol City. I don't know if I'm called Reading promotion like rivals yet, but still, a good result, a very good result. Bristol City, they're doing well, but they're very flaky at the moment. Bristol, they're a team who are very unpredictable. I think they're now 6th. They occupy the last playoff position. Their form since their early form in the season has been a little bit flaky, but still, they're still up there though. But this was a damaging loss for them. Birmingham City 0, Millwall 0. Yeah, a bit of a bore draw this one. I mean, nothing really went in this game. It was quite a dull fest between two teams who aren't on the best form, to be fair. And yeah, it was a stalemate. That's all I can say about the game, to be honest. Norwich City 1, Coventry City 1. Well, this was an upset. I mean, Norwich City, who've been in great form recently, blowing everyone away. And then Coventry comes to Carrow Road and get a point. But yeah, great result. But Norwich were due a performance like this. You don't win every game in the Championship, regardless of how good you are. So, Norwich were due a bad result down the road. It just had to come against Coventry City at home, a game you'd never expect it to. But to be fair, Coventry did get a victory in the week as well last week. So, they're on a bit of good form now, Coventry, which hopefully for them they can build on. But yeah, this was a shocking result. And as for they still stay top of the league, Norwich, but they'll be open for better games ahead than this. It was a disappointing result for them in the end. Cardiff City 4, Luton Town 0. Yeah, great result this for Cardiff. Luton have been having a good season so far as well, but Cardiff completely blew them away here. 4-0 win, probably the best Cardiff have played all season. As for Nathan Jones's men, it was a bit of a bump in the road for them. They've had a good season so far, Luton. They currently sit mid-table, but this was a bad performance. A bit of a flashback to some of their away days last season for Luton. Yeah, 4-0, Cardiff were brilliant. Luton, it wasn't their day. Moving on to Sheffield Wednesday 0, Stoke City 0. Another bore draw this one, and yeah, there wasn't. Tony Pulis against his old club, and it was pretty much a performance that Pulis probably wouldn't, one of the typical Pulis games where it's a bit of a dull fest, scrappy, and ended 0-0. That's all there is to say about it. It's probably a better point for Sheffield Wednesday with the former Stoker in, but still, 0-0 draws are never exactly great, but still fair play though to Sheffield Wednesday. That's another point for them to try and move them out of the relegation zone. And yeah, as for Stoke, a bit of a slip up. They currently sit 8th and they're having a good season so far, so not too bad. Watford 4, Preston North End 1. Yeah, Watford were really good in this game. A little bit of pressure's coming on Alex Neil at the moment. I mean, Preston fans are starting to get a little bit edgy with it. I mean, it's not great for Preston at the moment. A 4-1 I mean, Watford are a good team. There's no, losing 4-1 away at Watford in the Championship isn't exactly a crime, but it's something that they're going to have to improve on, Preston, though. But as for Watford, they're doing great still. They move up to 3rd in the league, I believe. Their form's been brilliant at Vicarage Road as well. They're really making it a fortress. Exactly what they needed to do when they got relegated. So, yeah. As for Preston, bad result for them. They've moved all the way down to 18th in the table, so disappointing for them. But, yeah, as for Watford, though, good result, and they keep on going. Huddersfield Town 3, Middlesbrough 2. Probably I say the game of the week. Definitely up there for a very good game, this one. Good result for Huddersfield against Neil Warnock's Middlesbrough. I mean, they've had a good start to the season, Middlesbrough. They did lose that game last week, of course, against Norwich, but, 3-2 loss here. Their first loss away from home since the opening day of the season. Great result for Huddersfield though. They've done a lot better than I thought they would this year, Huddersfield, and fair play to them because they've hung in with some good teams and they're doing well. They're having a good season. They won this one 3-2, a late winner as well, so fair play to them. Very, very well played. And, they're having a good season, Huddersfield, so fair play to them. I'd certainly tip them to do worse than what they are. Derby County 1, Wycombe Wanderers 1. Pretty much a relegation six-pointer at this stage of the season. Of course, the first game Derby have had with that Philip Koku, it ended in a 1-1 draw, and it wasn't really anything to shout about. I mean, Wycombe scored a goal in the last 10 minutes. Wayne Rooney is looking likely to maybe become Derby manager, maybe John Terry as well, I've heard today, but whoever it is, they're going to have a job on their hands to get this Derby team sorted. Derby haven't been the same since that playoff final against Villa in 2019. Last season wasn't great, and this season's been a disaster from the first day of the season. They really need to sort it out, Derby. Bottom of the league. I think they'll do enough to stay up. I think they will come good this season, but in terms of getting up there, it's already probably too little too late. And as for Wycombe, it's a better point for them. A point close to safety, and Wycombe are actually unbeaten now in their last 6 games or something. They're 1 defeat in their last 6, sorry. They're doing well now, but, still, it's going to be a bit of a way back, I feel, for Derby at the moment. Rotherham 2, Bournemouth 2. I mean, Rotherham have always relied on their home form since being in the Championship, and this was another example of that. Yes, they didn't win the game, but a 2-2 draw against Bournemouth is a good result if you're Rotherham. It's a result that you look at, and it's against Bournemouth. It's a point. It's not the end of the world. It's a decent result if you're Rotherham, in my opinion. But, they threw away the lead twice, I believe. Yeah, they were leading 2-1 at least anyway. But, yeah, Bournemouth pegged them back with a dominant Solanke goal. And they hung on for a 2-2 draw. So, not a bad result, even if it's at home. As for Bournemouth, a little bit of a points drop, I guess you can say. But with their start, they certainly won't be complaining. Blackburn Rovers 2, Barnsley 1. Yeah, this is a good result for Blackburn. I mean, Barnsley have had a good start under their new manager, but you do start to feel like they still have a bit of flaky away form, and Blackburn did well here. And I say, if Blackburn can get all the team playing well, like Adam Armstrong, they've got a good chance this season. Armstrong is the top scorer. He's scoring goals left, right and centre. They need the rest of the team to live up to that because it's not going at the moment for them in the rest of the team. But they have moved up to 9th in the table, so still positive after a couple of wins in a row. Moving on to Sunday now, and it was Nottingham Forest 0, Swansea City 1. I mean, Chris Hughton's Forest aren't doing great at the moment. I mean, I thought Chris Hughton would make a much better impact than this. I thought Hughton would come in, they'd fly up the table. It hasn't worked like that. They've struggled, and Swansea are doing very well to their credit. Another win for them. So, but yeah, it's not going at the moment though. If you're Chris Hughton and Forest, still struggling down there and so close to playoffs last year until they messed it up at the end. Yeah, disappointing. But as for Swansea though, fair play to them, a good away win at Forest. So, game of the week, I've gone Huddersfield 3, Middlesbrough 2. Result of the week, I've gone Huddersfield 3, Middlesbrough 2. I couldn't really think of a better result. Possibly Cardiff beating Luton 4-0, but I wouldn't say that's a landmark result. It's a good scoreline, but I wouldn't say it's a landmark result. Cardiff beating Luton at home isn't exactly a massive deal. And then top scorer, Adam Armstrong, 13 goals. Like I said, Blackburn need to get the rest of the team onto his level at the moment. Moving on now to League One. There wasn't many games, but I'll go through the ones that there were. Starting on Friday, a 1-1 draw between Fleetwood Town and Sunderland. Sunderland always struggle against Fleetwood Town. They're a bit of a bogey team for them. But Joey Barton's men got a 1-0 draw at home. Sunderland are now 5 without a win in League One. That's unacceptable for a team like Sunderland. They've dropped out the playoffs, and I think a draw was fair on the day between these two. That it wasn't a great game. A draw was probably about right, but Sunderland need to start picking up wins again because this wasn't good enough. On Saturday, Ipswich Town 0, Charlton Athletic 2. Good result for Lee Bowyer's men this, going away to Ipswich and winning. Ipswich are fading a little bit again now. They're a team who were doing really well at the start of the season, but a few bad results have kind of put them down a bit. And yeah, a 2-0 loss at home to Charlton, not the best result. And fair play to Charlton though, they were very good. A good away performance and a great result as Charlton keep on going. Oxford United 1, Swindon Town 2. A local rivalry, and it was Swindon Town who took the points in the last minute, their first away win of the season. I think this game typifies the start to the season Oxford have really had. It's been a miserable start after getting to the playoff finals last year, and they lose this one to Swindon as well, and Swindon were buzzing. A last-minute winner, a bizarre last-minute winner as well, actually, where the ball somehow found the back of the net, but terrible for Swindon, but what a result for Swindon. 2-1. It's a very good away performance and a great result as well. Moving on now to League 2. So on Saturday, Port Vale 2, Leyton Orient 3. I mean, Port Vale are in really bad form at the moment. They can't seem to string a win together. They were in very good form, Vale, but now they've gone on to lose 5 in a row. For Port Vale, that really isn't like what a lot of people expected this season. They were doing well before that, though. They're going to have to find a result from somewhere, but a good result for Leyton Orient. It's good to see Leyton Orient doing well after what they've been through in the last few years. They're doing very well at the moment, and yeah, they're more than hanging in there. Another good win here. So, last game, only 2 in League 2. Bolton Wanderers 3, Southend United 0. Bolton are finding their form now. This is Bolton. They've got over that little transition of being in League 2. They're doing very well now, Bolton. They're really turning into a force, and it might be too little too late in terms of making... Well, then again, no, maybe not, because we're only about 14 games into the season about making a promotion push, but Bolton are doing very well at the moment, and I would not bet against them right now. They're looking a good team. And yeah, I mean, they continue their red-hot form. As for Southend, just gets worse for them. Still bottom of the league, and it's not going good if you're Southend at the moment. They need to find a way out of the situation, but they're looking like a club who are going down. That's the only way to say it. So, game of the week, Port Vale 2, Leyton Orient 3. Result of the week, Port Vale 2, Leyton Orient 3. And top scorer is Mullin for Cambridge with 13 goals. I don't know if I listed my League 1. I did, sorry. Game of the week, Oxford Swindon. And likewise for result of the week, of course. And top scorer there is John Marquis with 9 goals, Portsmouth. Sorry I didn't do that one a little bit earlier. And yeah, FA Cup, notable results. Peterborough, the team top of League 1. Well, second in League 1 now. Lost 2-1 to Chorley. What a story for Chorley. Wins over Wigan and now Peterborough. Fantastic story. Yeah, away from home as well. Brilliant stuff. Fair play to them. Great FA Cup story going on there. Stevenage beat Hull on penalties. Yes, I know Stevenage are in League 2, not the conference, but still. Stevenage are a team in the relegation battle in League 2 v promotion chasing Hull City, who, let's be honest, it's a Hull team that probably doesn't belong in League 1. So it's a big result. I mean, Hull, they'll say priority is obviously the league, but still, a bit of an upset there. And the last one, Marine 1, Havant and Waterlooville 0. Yes, these teams are both in the National League or below. I'm going to say this because Marine drew Tottenham in the next round at home. Jose Mourinho will be travelling to Marine. Wow. What a story that is. What a bizarre story. And yeah, I can't wait to see that game. But fair play to Marine. Through to the third round. Brilliant stuff. But that is a wrap on my EFL reviews for this week. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Thank you.